So I've organized a conference in India, and I'm doing every year the Google Summer of Code and mentoring students on the Google Summer of Code for OpenPrinting. And I've at OpenPrinting a colleague who worked at Lexmark in India, lives in India, and he's reaching out to universities in India to find Google Summer of Code students for us. And we wanted to meet them in person. He has already done a meetup with them. And one thing is, we have Indian students, and most of them come from the IIT Mandi, Indian Institute of Technology in Mandi, in the north of India, in the Himalaya mountains. And now, where the DebConf was in India, in Kochi, I decided to travel to India and have a meetup with the students from the IIT Mandi, and also to motivate the students to participate in the Google Summer of Code, to join free software. And I thought then not only doing just a meetup, but doing an actual conference of 2 days. And so I created the opportunity open source and ran it right before the DebConf in the IIT Mandi. And I got speakers for it, for OpenPrinting, Zephyr, immutable distros, documentation, and about working at Canonical. And I also gave a snapping workshop, a shorter version of the one which I've given yesterday. And Mandi is remote. It is 5 hours driving to Chandigarh airport. Also there were bad news about monsoon damage in the weeks before, which made some speakers being afraid of traveling to there, and so many speakers were only remote. But thanks to Canonical, I had online infrastructure, I had Indico for managing the schedules, and I got StreamYard, which you know from the Indabas and from the Ubuntu summits, for remote speaking, recording, and live broadcasting. And I got a lot of swag. And I also thank Akashan Kapoor, one of my Google Summer of Code students, for the on-location organization. So he took care of the conference rooms, accommodation, food, volunteers for the rooms. And here, the students were so eager to meet me, so I arrived at 2 a.m. and they waited for me to meet me when I arrived. Here, this is the IIT Mandi. We had best weather, no problem with rain or so. A lot of swag which I've brought in my suitcase and which the Zephyr folks have also brought here. Around 100 people. We had some technical difficulties, but in the end, it worked all out. So, for example, we had here getting started in open source, and here we had a Zephyr track, even with an interactive workshop where the speaker was remote. We have here, I've given a talk about Ubuntu Core Desktop and Snap, and Rudra Saraswat about blendOS. Here's Dimple Kuriakose. Are you here? And about documentation. Here we had a panel about working at Canonical. Here I've given the Snap workshop with 12 people. And here the end of the conference, and everyone grabbing the swag and also scanning my QR code. Akashan also took care of good food for us. And here the group photo. And here everything you can find on Ubuntu on Air. You can find the videos. And I've given a talk in Kochi on the DebConf. And one thing, I found also a volunteer by that for OpenPrinting.